have a push, please?
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of A Triumph in Scotland. In the last episode we bumped into our friends from the campsite at day number 2. So it was really cool to see them again and they invited us to tag along on a journey. After filling up the water and saying bye to our new friends, we set up camp. I then went to the pub and got 5 litres of water and put it in a shoulder strap and brought it back to the site. This was very interesting as when I turned around, there was our Ukrainian friend from episode 2. So strange that at the only pub in Applecross, he happened to be there at exactly the same time as us 3 days later. With the tent set up, Jason offered to go and get beer. This was a great idea, and off he goes. What a legend. One man on a mission to get booze. Bring us some beer. With Jason away getting beer, I got chatting to the retro bikers set up next to us. Legend. These guys were using Wingmans of the Road, which is that green tunnel tent. I always wanted one of these tents, but after speaking to these guys, I'm really glad I didn't buy one. Apparently, they're not as good as they look, and if you have the big flap open attached to your bike like it shows in the marketing footage, you've got nothing but a fly sheet stopping the light, rain, and wind coming in. Hey. With the driftwood burning well, we relaxed for the evening, and just over my shoulder, Jason spotted something very unusual coming past the next tent. This was certainly wild camping. How cool is this? Is this wild camping or what? There's the bike. Can it get any better? A Triumph, a buddy, and deer. No way. And there's loads over there as well, look. This was so cool to see. They carried on moving, and at night I definitely heard them around the tent. We followed them along for the grass for a while, and everyone very quietly came out of their tents to see what on earth all of these lights were doing, hovering around their tents.
The next morning.
Have a push, please.
I don't know exactly so.
After a bit of questionable off-roading, we got back on the road. It was the same route back, although this time it was a lot cloudier. It felt like the road to heaven. It was so cool driving up into the clouds. But any time you stopped, the midges would come.
Yeah. Oh, worth it for the photo, I think. It's all that going. I never know how to do these things.
After a while on the road, we nipped into the cafe. After the cafe, we got back on another very cool road. Running alongside the train tracks and the lake, it was certainly scenic. This was one of the last bits of scenery we saw on this trip. In total, we did 500 miles this day. Not something I'd ever do again, but Jason had work commitments, and we needed to wake up as close to home as we could be. In terms of fuel, I'm getting about 150 miles to the tank. That's fully loaded, and that is letting it go down to 1 bar. The best thing about this sat-nav, well, one of the cool things about this sat-nav, is down the side on the right you can see when your next petrol station is, and how many miles until it. You can also see what's after that. And as well, if you're really specific about your petrol stations, you can even click on the icon and it'll tell you what the shop is, whether it's a main store or whether it's going to be a little local pump. That was pretty cool to know, and it definitely made the journey easier. What also makes the journey easier is earbuds. These really take the wind noise off. Talking to quite a lot of people about these, I've been trying to preach the benefits of these for a very long time. You can still hear gears clonking in. What you don't hear is that repetitive noise that makes your ears ring when you get back. This really helps take the edge off. If you're wondering who those three guys are, they are from Fast Bikes magazine, and that's them in the middle of their sports touring review. We met them at Applecross, and I'm pretty sure I saw them the day before as well. Pretty cool, and it also shows you just how small Scotland is in terms of road network, and everyone seems to be going the same way. You might also notice in my sat-nav it says 132 miles on this road. That was true, but again, a lot easier with those earplugs. And that completes the end of my Scotland series. I wasn't planning for this day to be 500 miles, in fact all I thought we'd do is make it back down to the Lake District. But it was a bit of a shame, but anyway. Not going to make you watch 500 miles of motorway, so here we are, this is the end of the trip. Thank you so much for watching, and I really look forward to sharing my next adventure with you. I have since gone to Devon and Cornwall, so there'll be a mini-series coming up on that. But anyway, I'll leave you with some photos to enjoy, and then my next trip will be a solo trip, but I've just accepted some work, it's a contract, and it's very much needed. So that'll take me up until Christmas, so likely it'll be next year when I get to go on my next trip, and that one will definitely be solo. So looking forward to sharing it with you all, and thank you so much for your support. I'll catch you again soon, and I hope you enjoyed. If there's one bit of advice I can leave you with, is any bike works for touring. So take the bike you have, strap some bags on, and just get away. You get to see so many cool things, and whether you enjoy going on your own or taking a friend, anything's possible, and you don't need a GS to do an adventure like this, as hopefully I've proved. Thanks for watching, I'll leave you with some of our best photos.